The student came to me and he asked me to be on his dissertation committee. And I said to him, you know you haven't been working at the level of brilliance that I know is inside of you. And he agreed with me. And he went on to tell me what has dimmed that level of brilliance here at TC. And I have to say, I'm really saddened sometimes to know the ways in which we dim the brilliance of our first generation students, of all of our students. And so I want to talk about why I said yes. And why I said yes takes me back to what we're doing today, is honoring our families. Tara Yasso calls it community cultural wealth. And we may not have had that term before we read it here in graduate school, but we had it. Our families gave it to us. They gave us what she calls that aspirational capital, that desire to be better, to have better, to live a quality life. And for me, part of that capital that my family gave me was faith. So no matter what religious institution you might go to or how your faith is engendered, that faith has allowed me to stay on this journey all these many years, because they taught me that God would never leave me nor forsake me. As many of you know, you've had challenges and successes. What anchors you when those challenges come your way? So, for some of you who may be in the pre-service program graduating, I have to let you know, my student teaching experience, my cooperating teacher told me I failed at being a good student teacher. I went home crying, but I had my family and I had my faith, and I knew I was supposed to be a teacher. So the only placement that could still get me was in the Amish community in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. So I learned about a community I knew absolutely nothing about, but whose parents and families, just like all of us in here, want the best for their children. I then went on, as many of you know, to Oakland, California, and I was like, woohoo, yeah. And in Oakland, I too was saddened once again to see the ways in which we were not supporting our youth to have access to a wide range of college opportunities. And so I really wanted to understand, what were teacher education programs doing that really supported teachers to be able to work with all kinds of students, specifically first-generation students, immigrant students, students who come from what some people say low-income communities. So I went off to UCLA. And at UCLA, we were considered the largest student class in my program of students of color, first-generation students. There were 13 in that group. And one of the professors said after the first year, she said, you know, it's really hard to rank all of you. So we didn't even know they were trying to put us in first, second, third, fourth, fifth place, and who was actually the best. And she went on to say, you all must have been stars wherever you came from, because we can't figure out a way to rank you. What they didn't know was many of those first-generation students of color had banded together and said we were going to support each other no matter what. So it wasn't about being in competition with each other. It was about how could we support each other to get through our programs. The other thing that happened at UCLA for me that was pivotal, that enabled me to resonate with the group, the SQE group, was at that time, they were willing to get rid of affirmative action in California. And as many of you know, those certification exams were coming up that I had to sit for. And the march was during that time period. And the fear of what the professors were saying, how can she go out and march? She needs to be studying for her exams. And the other fear was, as many of you may know, was down there where they took pictures of Angela Davis and talking about SWAT and always thinking about the police are coming. What if I do march? What if I go out there and the police start taking pictures of me, and one day I want to be something and they bring all those pictures out? So the fear grips you when you want to take action for justice. And so at that time, I decided if I did not march, there may not be people who look like me at UCLA. And so I needed to march. And so what the Students for Quality Education group did for me again is to know that it enables us as professors to have faith and hope. Because I was worried that the students weren't going to rise up. I was worried that Black Lives Matter didn't matter inside TC. I was worried that people really didn't care if the curriculum changed or not. And so I want to say for the SQE group how thankful I am as a professor that you rose up and took action during what I know many of you were taking exams. So thank you. In the, what they asked me to talk about in challenges and successes, like who has helped you, we've talked a lot about mentors already, but I want to say something that happened with my first mentor in the academy. She was a great mentor as a graduate student, but I felt she didn't prepare me for being in the academy. So I saw her at a conference one day, and I said to her, "Why didn't you tell me it was going to be this hard?" And she said to me, "Michelle, I thought if you really knew the challenges of being a professor in the academy, you might not want to continue." And I thought to myself, she really didn't know me very well, because I would rather know and be armed to be able to face those challenges than not know. So what I want to say to you tonight as you leave here is, with the blessings do come great challenges. But I also want to say with those challenges, people come, we would say in the olden days, out of the woodwork to help and support you. So some of my challenges here in the academy that have been extremely difficult, I have to tell you, professors in other departments came from I didn't even know they were concerned about me. I had no idea they wanted me to succeed here. Because every mentor, every person supporting you may not be up in your face supporting you. They may be behind some closed doors trying to make sure you make it. So I want to thank my other colleagues here who I know have made me able to make it here. And I want to say to you, as I think our last student speaker, Aaron, was just saying about the different mentors he had, I want to talk to you, just have a multiple mentor model. Like one person may be able to give you one thing on your job or wherever you're going after here, but another person is going to give you something else. But when we look for it to be all in one person, sometimes we miss opportunities that we can have and receive from other people that we may not know are willing to support us. So I want to go back to that student who asked me, would I be a committee member? And I challenged him that we wanted to support that brilliance within him. And what made me say yes was that he wanted to find that brilliance again. And I want to say, all of you are brilliant. If someone tries to dim that brilliance, find the people who will keep it alive, wherever you go. And it may be unexpected people.